Hello and welcome to the 13.1 release kickoff video of the configure group. My name is Victor Nagy and let's get started with the release kickoff. So we have two primary goals in this release. One is to improve Terraform support with GitLab managed state that we are actually just shipped in 13.0. And we would like to support more complex Terraform use cases here, which are still a basic requirement to say that this is a full feature. The second goal is to develop a proof of concept around the Kubernetes management 2.0 direction that we came up with in the past month, which will either validate or invalidate the technological approach we take here. But let's see the details. Before I move into the details of these two issues, I would like to start with a bit different type of issues. We have actually two confidential security related issues that are either pure security issue or are related to the availability of GitLab.com that we want to fix. And we have a third issue as well, which is related to the performance of GitLab.com. We want to avoid these kinds of, let's say, attacks or situations. So we are going to fix these issues first. Let's see the Terraform related ones. What do we have on our plans? The first issue we'd like to have is to provide the ability to support multiple Terraform repositories inside a single Git repository. This is an extremely common pattern in Terraform and even at GitLab. Actually, GitLab hosts a single Git repository and all our Terraform modules are in that single repository with all the environments that we are actually deploying to. We want to support this setup in a nice and easy to use way with the GitLab backed Terraform state storage. Second, related to Terraform is a specialized CI token to be used for Terraform runs. This would be similar to the currently existing CI job token that exists in CI runs, where a given job can run with the authorization rights of the person who invoked that run. This is extremely important in the case of Terraform, where we have the problems. We have the two user stories here. If I'm a junior developer, I want to be able to run this one command called Terraform plan, but I should not be allowed to run Terraform apply. On the other hand, on the same pipeline, if I'm a senior operator, then I would like to run both commands, and I need different rights than the junior operator has. As a result, we can't use a single access token that impersonates one user, but we need the CI job token that impersonates the user who actually made the commit and he's currently acting on GitLab. And the final topic here with respect to Terraform that we want to tackle is to support multiple Terraform versions inside our own template. In the case of Terraform, version of Terraform that somebody runs for its Terraform apply and plan command is crucial, because if you once run a Terraform run with a higher version, you will never be allowed to move back to a previous version, or it's actually quite cumbersome to do so. As a result, users often log down the version that they want to run using the specific Docker tag. And right now, our users either have to use the official Terraform Docker images, or we only provide a single version. We want to change this situation and add support to all of our nice features in that custom image. So these were our Terraform related developments. There are a few Kubernetes management related developments as well, besides the Kubernetes Agent development that I will speak a bit more about. But basically, one thing we want to ship is to provide a very quick overview of the Kubernetes instances added to GitLab by providing a total memory and CPU usage of each cluster on the cluster listing page. And let's see the most exciting one, which is actually our Kubernetes agent development. Here, it's more like a spike that we are going to run. to see if we can set up a nice agent setting that can proxy comments between, oh, it was just removed. Okay, there was a nice image in that repo yesterday, so that that we proxy a request from GitLab to Kubernetes, and we are just figuring this out, the technical possibilities around it. These are our primary issues. We have a few other that are stretch goals. One is related to Terraform to add support, so-called Terraform remote state data source. Here, if you think of a layered network setup, layered infrastructure setup, where you have the network layer at the bottom, and then you build up different layers on top of it, and you have the application layer at the very top. The application layer needs access to some of the outputs of the lower layers, like the IP address or a database URL or something. And if all of these are in separate Terraform state files, this is called remote state file data source, when the upper layer can access the output of a lower layer. We would like to add support to the GitLab managed Terraform state as well, so that our users will actually have a full stack Terraform support, and they can use it in large projects as well. Finally, again, related to Terraform, is that HashiCorp is currently tries to find owners for the providers, because they just realized that they can't support all of them. And often we receive various requests to add support to the Terraform GitLab provider. We are currently trying to take over the ownership from HashiCorp, so that we can provide better support to Terraform inside of GitLab. And finally, one issue we started to work on a bit in the past month is to upgrade AutoDevOps to Helm 3. It's still a stretch goal in the next milestone, but we'll see where we get with that. These are our release plans, and we are super excited to see where we get by the end of the next month. I hope you are excited as much as I am. Thank you very much for your attention.